Passive income. Two words that most of us are going to run after our whole lives because it's the dream to be able to just go on vacation and not worry about having to make money, right? I mean, imagine you just break a leg or an arm and you can't work anymore and you don't have any more income. It's bad. That's why on this channel, my main focus is finding ways to make passive income. Now, in the last 2 years, that has been mostly done through cryptocurrency. And if you're not aware yet, I don't get political on this channel. I'm not a very political person myself, but Trump just got elected as the president of the United States of America. And that has had an enormous effect on the crypto markets. Pretty much everything is up and going up. Bitcoin even went and hit an all-time high of about $76,000, I believe. And this is making more and more people realize that crypto isn't actually just like this little bubble that came and that we talk in the media every 4 years, but a real opening to passive income, more than the 4% your savings account will give you. Also increased risk, but if you want to afford a house nowadays, you're going to have to take a little bit of risk. Anyways, in today's video, I'm going to talk about one cryptocurrency project that is currently running a node sale, meaning you purchase a node and it pays you out daily tokens, as I've covered multiple times on this channel, most of them working out extremely well for me. And that's going to be none other than Huddle01, decentralized audio video connectivity. Join the new Huddle economy, set to decentralized real-time communication, making it performant, secure, and 95% cheaper, powered by the people. Hey, what's up, peeps? It's your boy Marcel, aka Smolcam. I hope you're doing well. Today, I'm wearing the Moon Swatch Omega mission to Jupiter. I know I've been absent for a couple months. I've been dealing with some personal things, but I'm slowly getting back onto the grind of sharing these passive income plays with you guys. And if you want to keep up to date with whatever's going on with me, basically go on Twitter. That's where you'll have the most up-to-date information. Anyways, the first thing you see on the website is obviously this big sentence, but then you can see check out media nodes, launched a Meet app, integrate audio and video now. You also see some of the partners from who they've raised capital. Get started with Huddle01, contribute and earn. That's going to be the part that we're going to focus on in today's video. Share your unused internet bandwidth and earn Huddle tokens for enabling uninterrupted communication between end users. So that's going to be our focus. But before focusing on the passive income side, I want to make sure you understand what it is they are building. So in simple terms, real-time communication could be like a Google Meets call, a Discord call, a Microsoft Teams call, any other app you use where there's going to be audio or video going over the internet. Now, what's actually happening when you're doing a video call like that is you're not sending the video straight to the other person. You're uploading your video stream and your audio to a server, and then they are downloading it. And basically, that's using a lot of data. How much data? A lot. And it's very expensive. Scrolling down a bit more on their website, you can see that they claim to be 95% cheaper than AWS. AWS is Amazon's web services, and basically that's the server on which you upload your data. And in simple terms, AWS is going to be one solution that a lot of these telecommunication solutions like Google Meets use to upload and download that video and audio feed. And now 95% cheaper could be huge because AWS is insanely expensive. How expensive? Well, if you're into gaming or just spend a lot of time on the internet, you probably know about this little website called Twitch TV, which is basically live streaming as you can do on YouTube. Well, Twitch uses Amazon Web Services, and Twitch is owned by Amazon. And it's not at all a small platform. They are big with millions of monthly streamers on it and millions of people watching. They pull in billions in revenue, but they're not profitable. Why? One of the big reasons for that is they're using Amazon Web Services to actually use that audio and video feed. But what if there was a solution that was way cheaper, and instead of Amazon getting all of that money, it was us? Well, that's exactly where Huddle01 comes into play. WebRTC, basically web real-time communication, is a technology that enables real-time audio, video, and data sharing directly within web browsers. Sounds similar to what I just said a minute ago? It eliminates the need for users to download additional software or plugins, making communication over the internet seamless and convenient. 95% cheaper than AWS, with the money going in your pocket instead of theirs. A couple of advantages that Huddle is going to have over other RTC networks is going to be, well, operational costs. RTC companies pay massive cloud costs for egress due to centralized monopoly. Then there's also going to be geographical latencies. Uneven distribution of data centers lead to high latencies and poor performance. Privacy at stake, obviously, centralized storage of data is susceptible to attack, and value extraction. Users' data is monetized and value is accrued by only a few. They're already backed by a couple of the big names in the industry, with having raised $5.5 million in capital. You can read, so if you want to pause right here, I'll let you go through it, but I know my cam's hiding the numbers. Let me maybe move it right over here. You can see that the monthly node usage cost is going to be around $1,000 on the DRTC network, compared to around $290,000. Now pull that out to a full year, that's almost $9,000 instead of $3.5 million. I'll let you make your choice on which one you want to pay for. I think it's pretty much a no-brainer. By the way, I had a call with the Huddle01 team and we used their solution, and I couldn't tell a single difference in audio or video quality between using their solution or Google Meets. Transition to people-powered networks. Why does that ring a bell? People-powered networks. Helium. If you remember Helium, that I've covered almost 2 to almost 3 years ago on this channel, there were these like little boxes with an antenna that would participate in the Internet of Things, and you'd get rewarded for having one placed in your apartment or your house. They were wildly profitable. I'm talking $100 a day, and even sometimes like $5,000 if you hit a consensus group, for the cost of a little box that went for $400. Their team's public. That's pretty big. Their co-founder and CEO, sorry if I butchered the name, but Ayush Ranjan, previously product and growth at TaskBob, Zifo, marketplace operator for 4 years, in e-commerce at Hyperlocal. And then there's their CTO, previously co-founder of India's first decentralized crypto exchange, led blockchain teams at CoinDCX. Now, if I wanted to explain everything about decentralized RTC in this video and how it works and how it could be used for like spatial audio and gaming and many other things, that would take 40 minutes. So the base thing to remember is it's way cheaper than the current centralized solutions, it's censorship resistant, and you're gonna get paid for it if you get involved. Now onto the nodes, the part where you're gonna get paid. So Huddle01 has these media nodes. What is a media node? Well, media nodes handle data streams and handle tasks like encoding, decoding, mixing, and routing audio and video packets. Globally distributed media nodes are entities of the DRTC network. What they do is provide an alternate option to centralized cloud providers. And right here you can see that they'll use resources such as CPU and bandwidth. But no worries, you won't necessarily have to run these on your own machine, because they do already have delegation partners, meaning you can click 3 buttons and your license, your node, gets delegated to someone to run it for you. One of those is going to be none other than NodeOps, which I already use for my Aether nodes and my Hytopia nodes. So basically, when you're buying one of these nodes, you're buying an actual license to run the node. You can't run it if you don't have that license. Once you've got the node, which I'll show you in a tiny bit how to do, because I'm purchasing 5 nodes for myself today, you're gonna start earning Huddle tokens, ticker HUDL. Here are the tokenomics, where you can see that 21% of the total supply is going to go to nodes with 24-month daily linear vesting. One thing that's huge is that we've seen with these node projects, some of the time investors have a huge chunk. Well, you can see right here that core contributors and investors do have 40% of the supply, but it's going to be on a 1-year cliff, meaning for 1 year after TGE, after the token goes live, their tokens are locked, meaning they can't sell them and put that sale pressure on the market on the price of the token. Us node holders that operate these media nodes are getting 21% of the total supply. I believe that starting in a couple weeks, there'll be the incentivized testnet, and each node license will earn 5 tokens daily. TGE is planned for Q1 of 2025, so in actually just a couple months. This isn't you have to wait 1 year to actually get your first tokens. No, Q1 of 2025 is coming in like 4 months. Right here, you can see the 5 daily HUDL huddle tokens I mentioned earlier during the incentivized testnet. And at TGE, all the node operators will get 20% of their tokens unlocked. This is what was shared with me by their team. Now, obviously, it is speculative, but it's not out of the ordinary. I've seen these kind of things happen before. Turn $320, because that's what the tier 1 of their licenses are going for, into $18,000 with media nodes. Imagine you buy a media node key for just $320 in tier 1, meaning the earliest stage of the node sale. The earlier you get in, the higher your rewards and the bigger your returns. That is what we usually see in crypto. If you're there early, you'll make the most. In the testnet phase, every key earns 5 huddle per day. By getting in at the earliest of the node sale, tier 1 for example, you're guaranteed 4 times your investment just from testnet rewards alone. Okay, 4 times guaranteed. I'm not exactly sure how they're gonna pull that off, but as I said before, not unheard of. Potential returns, they say, as more keys are sold and the fully diluted valuation or market cap increases, your rewards and the value of your media node key and testnet rewards could skyrocket. They say right here that their target for TGE or token generation event, the launch of the token, is going to be at a fully diluted value of $400 million or 60 million market cap. Now, fully diluted value means all the tokens. Now, the 60 million market cap means all the tokens in circulation at that time. How to maximize your rewards? Buy more keys. Pretty simple, right? Higher ROI, not only do you earn more rewards, but your return on investment could multiply by 10 with more keys. Obviously, you've got 1, you're earning 5 tokens a day. You've got 10, you're earning 50 tokens a day. Run a node and accept delegations. If you run a media node, you can accept delegations from others who can't run their own node. As I mentioned earlier, you can delegate it, for instance, on node ops. But if you run your nodes on your own device, on your own computer, and you accept that people can delegate their licenses to your machine, you can earn a 10% commission from their rewards, and you can boost your own rewards by up to 15 times. So let's say you have an okay computer. You don't even need like a full-scale, super powerful gaming computer. It's all in the docs if you want to look at the specs. You can run 1 node and receive delegation from like 39 other keys, and you could turn your basic investment of 1 node, $320, into 18 grand. Now, I'm not exactly sure the math behind that, but being able to let people delegate to your machine is something I've not necessarily seen done before in an easy way. So I'm definitely excited for that, considering I've only got 17 computers in my apartment. So I could accept a lot of delegations. Anyways, let's go ahead and get some nodes. I'm gonna click on check out media nodes right here. Node sale is live. It actually just launched this morning, the morning of posting this video. And you can see that there's various tiers. Obviously, the later you get in, the more expensive they are. Right now, they're starting at 0.122 wrapped ETH, and they go all the way up to 0.19 wrapped ETH, which is already a very big difference. So the earlier you get in, the cheaper you get them, the more tokens you'll earn. It's win-win. There was a whitelist going on, so you may not be able to get, like, let's say tier 1 or tier 2s, but you could get like tier 3, tier 4, tier 5, tier 6, etc. Personally, I'm going to go ahead and get the tier 1s. I'm going to go ahead and click on purchase. And it's going to bring me to this page. You can see that I already have a wallet connected. That is none other than a MetaMask wallet. And I am on the Arbitrum1 chain. In order to purchase these, you're not going to pay with USDT or ETH. You're going to pay with wrapped ETH that I've already swapped right here. If you don't know how to do that, scroll down right here. You click get more wrapped ETH or wrap your ETH. Basically, you have ETH on the Arbitrum1 chain. It brings you to Uniswap. You click select token, you go Arbitrum ETH, and then you click wrapped ETH right here. And let's say you want to swap 1 ETH to 1 wrapped ETH. Bam. And you click swap. Obviously, you have to approve the transaction and all that. And remember to keep a tiny bit of ETH for your gas fees. Anyways, today I'm going to get 5 of these nodes. If you enter promo code SMOKELM, that'll get you a 10% rebate. It's not 10% off, it's 10% rebate. So you're still gonna pay full price, but about 4 weeks after your purchase, you will get that wrapped ETH sent back to your wallet, 10% of your total purchase. I'm gonna go ahead and click on purchase. That's gonna obviously open MetaMask, and I'm gonna approve the spending cap for it. Approve. Obviously, I've got 1 pending transaction. That's just the approval of it. And I am going to spend 0.6101 wrapped ETH or $1,800 to buy 5 of these nodes with 2 cents of gas fees. I'm going to go ahead and click on confirm. Congratulations, you successfully purchased the Huddle01 media node. Going to the My Orders tab, you can see that I've got tier 1 public sale quantity 5 and final amount paid 0.61 ETH. Now, obviously, you guys are adults. None of this is financial advice, but I wouldn't put $1,800 into something if I didn't think it would make me money. Since I've purchased 5 nodes, I'm going to be receiving 25 tokens daily for the next 6 months, with 20% of those unlocking at the token generation event. That's a quick recap for you. One thing to keep in mind is there is a KYC to pass. And in that KYC, you can see that users must be 18 years old and residents of the countries mentioned in the list below are restricted from node sales. Bam, USA. Can't buy, right? Nope. Don't leave the video. Give me 1 sec. You can use RNS, or basically the Palau ID, which is a small island, I believe, next to Australia, New Zealand, somewhere in that geographical area. And it basically gives you the ID of that country. You can see that actually Vitalik Buterin, the co-founder of Ethereum, actually has one of these IDs, and they only cost $248 yearly. These are extremely useful in crypto because a lot of node sales and various other projects will restrict American citizens from joining. It is completely legal to do, and don't think that you're going to get taxed more for it or whatever, because 0% tax imposed for outside of Palau income. So that would be my solution to going around it, and well, the team actually recommended using this solution if you're from the USA. Now, obviously, I can't cover everything in this video, but they are about to onboard around 4 million users through some strategic partnerships, and there's a bunch of information on the website, like born in the hackathon out of love for WebRTC. Scrolling down some more, there's all their backers. Then you can see the team. They have a pretty big team already. And if you're just interested in following how it goes, or if you get nodes for yourself, you should definitely go ahead, follow them on Twitter, join the Discord, join the Telegram, obviously join the Galax, because most of the time if a project has a Galax, there's stuff to win or potential airdrops. And if you click right here on Launch Meet app, I believe you'll already be able to utilize their RTC solutions, and bam, start video meeting, start audio spaces, explore add-ons. There's a subscription right here that's free right now. What I'm trying to convey to you guys is that this is one of the projects that is the most advanced in the stage of actually building their solutions nowadays that is doing a node sale. And it's the same as Helium that partnered up with T-Mobile in the US. If they just get a small share of the market that they're operating in, it is worth a lot of money. Anyways, that was it for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I know I've been absent on YouTube and on most of my socials and message groups, etc., for the past 2 or 3 months. As I said in the beginning, a lot of personal stuff. I'm going to be slowly coming back to all those social media accounts, Discord groups, etc. I'm sorry if most of you guys in any of those online things felt like I just disappeared. That's not the case. Sometimes life gets in the way. But rest assured, this heart still beating for crypto. On that note, it was your boy Marcel, aka SmokeElm. I hope you guys have a good one, and I'll catch y'all in another one. Peace.